Hey, Megan! Where the heck are you? Reply!
Matt, what's up?
Don't give me what's up! Why did you go home at the normal time? You still have work to do! This is why people think you're a slacker!
No, I got it all finished.
What? Are you telling me you got done entering that mountain of data in time for a normal finish? No way! There was too much! I've been at this company a lot longer than you, and even I'm only a third of the way through. What the hell are you playing at? You have overtime to work!
I made a little app with some features to boost work efficiency. I was able to automate part of the data entry process. That's how I was able to get done in less than half the time it usually takes. Obviously, I did all this with the boss's permission.
You did what now? That actually seems really convenient.
It's still only the testing phase, but you're welcome to give it a try if you'd like.
Oh, no kidding!
I'd really appreciate if you tried it out for a little while and let me know what you think. Would you do that for me?
You bet I will! I'm ready! Give me the app! The current workflow can be a real pain, so it's prone to human error. If you make one little mistake, you have to backtrack till you find it. This sounds like it could be just what the company needs!
Great, it's on the green USB stick on the top shelf of the safe. Go ahead and install it from there. You'll understand how to use it from one look at the main menu screen. It's super simple. Oh yeah, one more thing. You don't have to file any official reports or anything, but please, could you let the boss know you'll be using it?
Sure.
Matt!
What is it? It's my day off today, Megan. I'm kinda busy. Don't message me. You're annoying.
Why am I being told it was you who made the app?
Huh?
The boss told me just now. He told me you took him the USB stick a few days ago and said it was actually you who designed it. Apparently, he pitched it to upper management and they're currently considering integrating it into the workflow of nearly every employee at the company. He flipped out at me for trying to take credit for the achievements of my coworker and yelled me out of his office. What did you do?
It's like the boss said. You need to stop trying to take credit for my work. I'm the one who designed the app.
I see. You waited until Mrs. Brooks, who knew I was the one who designed it, retired last week before you did this. Then, by way of currying favor with her replacement, Mr. Kingsley, you told him you were the one who designed the app, knowing full well he had no idea you were lying, didn't you? I'm right, aren't I, you scheming con man?
Con man? I don't know what you mean.
Go to hell!
Ah, yes, that's right. I did tell Mr. Kingsley about how bad your attitude towards work is, how you go home early, how you treat your coworkers like dirt, how you take extra breaks when you think no one's looking.
What?
You really are the worst. Constantly forcing your data entry jobs on me, then going home while the rest of the team stays behind working overtime like dogs.
The only reason I went home on time is because I finished early thanks to the efficiency boosting app I made.
Ahem. Excuse me, I have a correction. I think what you're trying to say is... You finished early because I kindly allowed you to use the app I made!
No, you know it was me who made it. You know, Matt. Ugh.
Anyway, it's too late for you now. You should be getting fired sometime today.
What?
Forcing me to do your work? Trying to credit for the app I worked so hard to design? The boss said there's no place for such despicable conduct at this company, and I'm sorry, Megan, but I agree with him.
Oh my god.
He should be summoning you to his office any time now. Make sure you listen up. You wouldn't want to miss it. My condolences.
Wow, I see. You need to know one thing. Whatever happens to you after this isn't my problem.
Yeah, good luck finding a new job!
Hey, Megan, it's been a few days since we last spoke. How are you?
Oh, hey, Mrs. Brooks. Good evening. I'm doing okay, thanks.
You don't have to call me by my surname anymore. I'm not your boss anymore, you know? Just call me Amy.
Ah, of course, silly me. I'm pleased you seem to be in good spirits, Amy. The office was really different without you.
Thank you, Megan. I get the feeling you might not be in such great spirits yourself. Is everything okay? A little birdie told me. You left the company? What happened?
Well, it's not necessarily that I left. More like, I got fired.
What? You got fired? How could that happen? I would have never said this while I worked there because I didn't want to be seen to be picking favorites, but you were one of the best employees I ever worked with. How could they fire you? You were indispensable to that company. I can't think of any other employees with your skill set or experience. Was it something to do with my replacement, Mr. Kingsley? Did something happen between you two?
You could say that. But Matt was the biggest problem. None of this would have happened if not for him.
Ah, those two.
Those two? Do you know something?
This doesn't seem to be very well known around the company. But apparently both Matt and Mr. Kingsley both got their jobs through their personal connections with the CEO.
Seriously, they did? I had no idea.
Between that and now losing you, that department is in for a hell of a ride. Now I know this, I'm glad I got out when I did. That place is a sinking ship.
Yeah, you're right. I think so too. I can't deny it stung a bit, but I don't want to work around people like that.
By the way, Megan, have you found anywhere else to work yet?
Oh, the job hunt? Well, I'm sure you know how rough the market is these days. I didn't find anything yet.
Brilliant! In that case, how does working at my son's company sound?
Huh? Your son's company? I didn't know your son ran a company. Since when?
That's right, he does! It all began with a little startup 2 years ago. He's in the process of a major expansion, and they're currently on a big recruitment drive for highly skilled IT specialists. I told him all about you, and he said he'd be honored to have you on board. He has a lot of ideas on the tech side of things he said he'd love your input on, too. That was actually the reason I messaged you today. Don't worry, though. You don't have to make a decision right away. I want you to take your time and do what you think is best for you. Just thinking of it as a suggestion for now. What are your initial thoughts?
Wow, thank you. I'd be absolutely honored to. Count me in.
Hey, Megan! It's me, Matt! Answer me now!
Why are you messaging me out of nowhere after all these months? And what makes you think I want anything to do with you? You're annoying. Go away.
That's no way to speak to a senior colleague! Show me the respect I deserve!
Like I give a damn. Did you forget I don't work there anymore?
Listen, forget that! More importantly, something awful happened! This is real bad, Megan!
Something awful? What?
My computer stopped working!
Your computer? Do I look like your personal tech support inquiry line?
Not my own computer, the one I use at work!
Look, Matt. The thing is, that has nothing to do with me anymore.
Why not?
Because I don't work there anymore? Because I haven't for months now? I, as an outsider, have no control over, relationship to, or obligation towards the equipment you guys use for internal company operations.
I can't use the app anymore! It just stopped working!
Huh?
It was working normally until yesterday. My productivity skyrocketed like you wouldn't believe. But this morning, all of a sudden, when I turned my PC on, it said there was an OS update. No big deal, I thought. But after the update finished installing, the app wouldn't boot anymore. What the hell's going on? You owe me an explanation!
Ah, I see. I owe you that, do I?
Of course you do! Do you know something about this?
How to put this? The problem here is that the app you've made your workflow almost entirely dependent on over the last few months was ultimately only in its testing phase.
Testing phase?
I did have the final version, and I was ready to present it to Mr. Kingsley. But before I could do that, you took the incomplete version I let you use for some extra feedback, and handed it over to him as if it was a finished product, claiming you developed it all by yourself and slandering my name in the process.
Holy smokes!
As you say, there was a major OS update this morning, which means the old test version you're using is now incompatible. That's why it's not working anymore.
What the hell? What have you done? You never told me any of this! Why didn't you tell me?
I did make it pretty clear it was only in the testing phase. How about looking through the chat logs if your memory is failing you? It's all there.
Well, fine. But you need to bring the updated version to me here at the office right now!
It breaks my heart to have to tell you this, Matt, but I'm afraid I won't be doing that.
Why not?
Because I'm at work.
Give me a break. Are you telling me you found another job already? Nah, I don't buy it. I bet you're a NEET.
Yep, I found another job. That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Huh?
I'm having a wonderful time finally working for someone who treats me with respect and appreciates my ability and the work I do.
I didn't ask you about any of that, and I don't care! Just hurry up and get the completed version of that app to the office ASAP! My head's on the chopping block here!
I told you that won't be happening. Do you struggle to read basic English?
Uh-oh, this is bad! You have no idea how much trouble I'm gonna be in! Please, I'm begging you!
Why would you be in trouble?
Because that app's installed on over half the computers at the company now! The top brass are demanding I do something about it immediately, or my job's gonna be on the line!
Oh, I see. Just so I remember correctly, we're discussing the app that you told upper management you designed, right?
Yes! Quit dodging the issue! You need to do something about this pronto!
I told you, I can't.
Is that the best you can give me? My job's on the line here! Do you have any idea how long I've been at this company?
Wait a sec, Matt. Are you telling me you didn't come up with some kind of contingency plan in the event something like this happened? Despite telling management you were the one who designed the app, I refuse to believe you're actually this much of a blockhead.
No, I didn't, I got it! If you help me out on this, I'll put in a good word and see to it that you get your old job back!
Thanks for the offer, but I'll pass.
What?
The thing is, the company I'm at now treats me so much better it isn't full of corrupt scumbags. Oh yeah, and my salary's twice as high.
Ah! I'm finished if you don't help me! Megan, please! I'll do anything!
I have a meeting to attend now. Good luck! Ultimately, the company had no choice but to return to the old, significantly less efficient way of doing things, due to Matt's app no longer working. Most employees, much to their dismay, were forced to return to their former lives of daily overtime hell, and they were angry in equal measure with the man responsible. His back against the wall, Matt gave up and confessed that it was in fact me who designed the app. Needless to say, he got fired. He started looking for another job immediately. But he was never particularly talented to begin with, and I heard he's having all kinds of trouble. As for me, at the same time as all this was going on, I got a string of condescending messages from Mr. Kingsley and the president to the effect of, "We're willing to give you your old job back," that showed no sign of stopping even after a few days. I used it as an opportunity to buy the new phone I'd had my eye on for a while, and changed my number while I was at it. I haven't heard from them since. I heard that things took a turn for the worse at the company, and after consistently failing to keep up with their competitors, they went bankrupt a year later. It just goes to show, there's no use in trying to cheat people by writing checks you can't cash. You always get found out eventually, and you lose everything in the process.
Hello, Clara. I have to talk to you.
Hello, Mom. Can I help you with something?
I heard from my son that Alyssa wants to go to a private high school. Is this true?
Yes, that's right. The high schools around here don't teach the subject that Alyssa is interested in, so...
A private high school, huh? You do realize that it costs a fortune.
Oh, no need to worry about that. I talked to your son about it, and we came to the conclusion that the overall cost wouldn't be that great.
It's not about that.
Huh?
If you had the money to send Alyssa to an expensive private school, it would be more logical to have Kevin go to that private junior high school.
Excuse me? We've already decided that Kevin will be attending the local public school.
You must not do that. As the male in the family, he should be getting the best education you can provide him.
Well, actually, Kevin wanted it this way. He made the final decision.
No. Kevin is just being nice. He's just letting his big sister have her way.
Kevin is a confident kid. He is honest about his feelings.
No, you got it all wrong. I'm sure Kevin wants to go to a good private school. I can't believe you. You're his mother, for God's sake. It's a mother's job to understand and consider a child's future. Don't even know that? Besides, when Kevin was in elementary school, I urged you to let Kevin take the exam for entering that private school. But you simply ignored my advice and had him attend the local public school. But this time, I'm not going to back down. You must let him go to the private junior high school. I will not take no for an answer.
He said he doesn't want to part with his best friends he's had since elementary school and wants to continue with them to junior high.
Best friends? He doesn't need that. This is a time to study, not play.
He doesn't need friends?
Oh, that reminds me. I have a close relative whose son would be perfect for Kevin. He's getting ready to take the exam to get into the school so he could be Kevin's new best friend.
Say again?
Okay, so now we have a reason for Kevin to take the exam and get into the same private school.
Are you off your rocker? You can't just make best friends like that. It takes time and effort. You can't just come in and introduce yourself and then the next minute you're best buddies. It's more complicated than that.
I will not tolerate any more of your stubbornness. I want you to select a public school for Alyssa that's close by, so she can go there by bicycle. That's all I have to say. Alyssa, I need to talk to you.
Grandma?
I really don't want to waste my time on such trivial affairs, but you don't seem to understand your standing in the family, so I took the liberty of contacting you and telling you myself.
What's this about?
I talked to your mother earlier, and we decided that you'll be going to a public school nearby, a school you can commute to by bicycle. It's all set.
Huh? Hold on a second. The whole family sat down and we talked this over. It was decided that I would be going to that private school. I thought it was all worked out.
A woman does not need education, but of course you should at least finish high school. Public school is more than enough for you. If your parents are going to spend that money, they should at least have Kevin go to a private school. That's the proper use of money. Besides, don't you think you should be the one who should have said something? You should have just declined.
How could you say that? There are things I want to do in life too.
Talking back to your elder? I wonder where you got that stubbornness. At any rate, I talked to your mother about it, and it's all been worked out. I will not allow any more of your obstinance. Do you hear me?
Hey, Mom, you got a minute?
Hey, Alyssa.
You're over at your friend's place, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going over the exam questions for school. I was going to wait until I got home, but I just couldn't get it out of my mind.
Something wrong?
I just got a line message from Grandma.
Huh? Grandma?
I never hear from her, so I was a bit shocked when I saw her name. She said you and her talked it over and decided that I would not be going to that private school. She said you guys worked everything out.
What?
And that the money would be better spent on Kevin's education. Told me not to be stubborn about it. Is this for real?
No way. We never decided on that. As a matter of fact, I just had an argument with her earlier. I can't believe she contacted you directly and said that.
So that means I can go on studying for the exam, right?
Of course. As a matter of fact, Kevin is sitting right next to me. He said you don't have to listen to what Grandma says. He made the choice to go to public school.
Oh boy, what a relief.
I can't believe that woman. She's always just concerned about Kevin. This is the first time she even acknowledged you, Alyssa.
Yeah, Grandma's always been like that.
I know. What are we going to do with her? Your father keeps cautioning her about her antics, but I guess it's complicated.
Grandma does seem to get a bit excessive sometimes.
But don't forget, Kevin, me, and your dad, we're all rooting for you. We've got your back, so don't worry.
Thanks so much, Mom. I know I could count on you. Don't you worry about the exam. I'll ace it.
That's what I want to hear.
Clara, are you there? This time, I want you to send Kevin to a private high school.
Can I help you? Kevin is all set on going to a public high school.
What? You didn't even consult me!
Honestly, would it make any difference if we consulted with you?
There you go again. Listen carefully, Clara. I've been telling you for years that you should give Kevin the best possible education, but you simply ignore me. You have no consideration for Kevin's feelings or his dreams, making him go to public school all these years. Don't you feel sorry for your only son?
It's what Kevin wants. I can't say anything.
That's not true. I think I mentioned this before, but it's wrong to put all your effort into educating Alyssa and ignoring your son.
I have never pitted my kids against each other. They are equal in my eyes. Kevin went to public school because he had his reasons. Alyssa chose to go to private school because we thought it best for her future.
It means nothing if a woman flaunts her educational background. But it seems Alyssa ended up going to a nearby public school, commuting by bicycle, just as I said. I hope you're not thinking of sending Alyssa to college, are you?
Oh, she's definitely going to college.
What?
She's moving out next year and will be living in the dorm of the state college.
That means you're going to have to send her money every month. There's no way I'll permit that. No way. I don't care if it's private or public. If you're going to spend money, spend it on Kevin, why don't you? This time I insist. He must attend a well-known private school.
I already told you. Kevin is going to a nearby public high school.
Again, you're being stubborn as ever.
That's what the kids want. They can do as they please.
As I've always said, education is best for men, not for women. A mother's duty is to look after her son, Kevin, not Alyssa. As a mother, you should know that. And I urge you to educate your kids about that too. It's important to know that men have priority over women. Boys must be raised with care. Girls must learn to be patient.
I despise self-righteous old women.
Huh? What did you say, Clara?
It's me, Kevin.
Kevin?
Sorry to butt in.
No, this is not Kevin. He would never say such a thing to me. Oh, I see what's going on. It's you, isn't it, Alyssa? You're pretending to be Kevin.
You can be absolutely sure it's Kevin. You should be grateful I didn't call you a wrinkled old witch or a bad-tempered old hag.
You're calling me that right now! Alyssa, I will never forgive you for this. That's why I dislike female grandchildren. But what's more, your mother's upbringing methods are despicable. I have always thought this, but I should be the one to bring up poor Kevin. Let's have a meeting tonight regarding what we should do for Kevin's future.
All right then. I'll contact you on my line.
Huh?
I really don't want to see you face to face.
Alyssa! As I said, stop pretending to be Kevin.
Where were we?
Kevin, I feel so sorry for you, to have such an unreasonable mother and sister. If you come over and live with me, you'll be able to go to a prestigious private high school. What do you say?
I never said I wanted to go to a private school.
Now, Kevin, you can be completely honest with me. No need to be concerned about your mom or your sister. Tell me how you really feel.
Even if I tell you, you probably won't listen as usual, but I'll try. Did you know that Alyssa has been going to that private school by bicycle? You thought she was going to public school. Well, she's going to Middleton Academy. That private school is only a few blocks away. Bet you didn't know she's at the top of her class. On the honors list, as a matter of fact.
Does that mean I've been hoodwinked all these years?
Hoodwinked? No way. You were never interested in what Alyssa did anyways. Don't blame your twisted imagination on others. And the reason I stayed in public school is that I not only wanted to go to school with all my close buddies, but I wanted to join the baseball team with my best friend.
Baseball team?
Yeah, and it's a pretty good team too. Oh my god. Don't tell me you didn't even know I played baseball!
I had no idea.
I'm the captain of the team, and we even made it to the state finals last year. The high school I want to go to is well known for its outstanding baseball team. They made it to the state finals several times, even been on national TV. What's more, a couple of pro MLB players went there. That's why I want to go there. Private or public, it makes no difference to me.
I really didn't realize how wonderful you were. But you do realize that baseball is not going to be of much use to you in the future. So I insist that you go to a prestigious private school.
Huh? Not much use?
That's right. Baseball is just an extension of a hobby. You really should think seriously about sprucing up your academic achievements.
I see. So that's what you think about all this.
Of course, you're my precious grandson. I'll do anything for you.
I wanted to be a pro ball player. I want to get into the major leagues.
Huh?
I'm going to be straight with you. I was never fond of you. But after you called my love of baseball just a hobby, I despise you even more. I can't stand this. Block time!
Please, Kevin!
Well, my grandmother learned the hard way that her grandson hated her, but she did not give up there. She burst into her home trying to make amends. Luckily, we weren't there. We had moved into a temporary apartment that we had leased several months prior. My husband had foreseen what her mother would do once she learned that Kevin had been accepted to that high school. And there was that issue with Alyssa too, so we figured we would clear everything up once and for all. He put in for a transfer some time back and scheduled it so that we could move about the time Kevin started at the school. In addition, my grandfather, who's on the verge of retirement, had been preparing to get a divorce. Not even knowing she'll be single soon, my grandmother is still wondering what went wrong and why all this is happening to her.